Alright, chapter 17, Liberators. We made it too. Save into this slot as we do. As one does. I'm open to suggestions. I wish it were as simple as letting Delia liberate itself. Our biggest advantage is that nobody knows we're back. That's not going to last long. They'll find out eventually, whether we make a move or not. Striking fast is our best bet. I love what you've done with the place. The dead dragon does make a great mantelpiece. Good to see you again, Irene. And you. I have good news. A lead, and a time-sensitive one at that. Allow me to introduce Alia what the hell? Valrealtier. They say that they're a realtor. The younger sister of Tiana Valrealtor. Welcome, Alia. Thank you. I wasn't sure who to turn to. It's a good thing Irene overheard me in the tavern a few nights back. As you know, the prison at Dervin houses hundreds of the most dangerous Delians who have resisted the throne's tyranny. Dervin, I've heard that name before. We all have. It's the most infamous prison in Delia. Yeah, the most infamous prison. It's also run by Alia's sister. You can bet she has more of a humanitarian streak than Varric. She's just following orders. If she doesn't go through with it, they'll lock her up with the rest of them. Hold on a minute. Go through with what exactly? She just received orders from the king. She has until the end of Vigor's son to execute every prisoner in Dervin. Gods, has it truly gotten this bad? He says a word and hundreds die. Where's the justice? Justice rests in our hands. That much has never been clearer. Listen, I know she doesn't want to do it. She made that obvious when she let it slip that she was nervous about a shipment of Ignesium coming in for the cannons at the end of the week. What is Ignesium exactly? It's an extremely volatile chemical reagent manufactured in Naja, a dangerous substance. In Haufen, magic is forbidden anywhere near it. It's possible for a mage to induce a reaction simply by concentrating too hard. Actually, Alden used to practice with it at the academy. You can't be serious. I'm astounded that was allowed. More astounded yet that he's still here. Well, that does explain a few things. Good. It sounds like you know how to make it do what it does best. When the delivery is made, they'll store it just behind the main gate before it's hauled off to the armory. There should be plenty enough to blow the doors clean off their hinges. Hold on. Dervin is one of the heaviest fortified prisons in the country. It seems we have our way in, but I'm not so sure about our way out. If you round up the prisoners fast enough, you shouldn't have much trouble leading them right out the front door. And if reinforcements arrive, Dervin's got a few tricks up its iron sleeves. Smaller hatches you should be able to access once you're inside. If you give me a scroll, I can sketch them out for you. And what about Tiana? I know my sister. If you get away, she won't pursue. She'll follow her orders to the word inside the prison. But once you're out and running, you're no longer her problem. We can't let those people die. If we hesitate to save them, we may as well have never come back. I agree. If we strike fast with plans to escape, we run very little risk. I'll get you out, and if I might add one thing, I know you can't guarantee anything, but if you can avoid it, please don't hurt Tiana. She never wanted to be in this position. We'll do everything we can to make sure your sister remains unharmed. Thank you for bringing this to us, Alia. I know it couldn't have been easy. Can't have been easy. We should prepare quickly. I pray the executions have not already begun. Oh, the new loading screen bit there. I like that. Oh, I like that. I think that's neato. Anyway, so let's just see here. So the last achievement that we just got last chapter of More Dots is a World of Warcraft reference. I guess that's why I don't get it then. In that case, it's a video of a guy yelling at his group to put more damage overtime effects on a raid boss. More dots, more dots. My, oh my. Also, first and foremost, Marin, she, oh yeah, we have Fenton here, who's a bit smaller for the, area here that he has. And whatnot. Hold on. Wait, where are you? There you are. So your fortitude decreased by 2, huh? Huh. So it was 17 before. So your defense was already higher than your fortitude. Huh. Well, I could always fix it with a stat boost. Don't I have, like, some stat boosters that I've, like, not used? Didn't I have one, like, directly in inventory here? Yeah, I have one for +2 luck. And luck depleted to increase power, dodge, and true speed. So, I mean, you may as well potentially use it. Yeah, we have Guga Steak, Dragon Jerky, Naja Fish Log, and Raw Egg. So, doesn't Monroe have a thing that, like, advanced stats increase by 10% of max HP? So wouldn't it make sense for you to use this? How do I use it? Can I not use it here? I don't know if I can freaking use it here. I don't get it. I will never understand. Let's see here. What is going on? Let's check here. Sophia, do you have a moment? Oh, Monroe. Sorry, am I bothering you again? No. I just have some questions. They're about your ferret. Sure, what you want to know? Do you know if he's capable of comprehending language? Human language.
Oh, absolutely. I tell him all kinds of things.
Surely, but does he appear to actually understand?
Yep, I can tell him to do a handstand or dance, and he does it right away. He's basically a little child with a couple extra legs. What are you thinking?
I've been doing a bit of reading into experimental magic. Much of it is the stuff of legend, but I've read about spells with the capability of transforming humans into animals.
What? You think Butter could have been a human once? And now he's just trapped in a little ferret's body?
I won't rule it out. Perhaps if you'd only allow me to run a few experiments.
Oh, no you don't. Nah, you're not getting close to my Butter.
Sophia, have some sense. I've never seen a ferret behave this way. He may be a spy. For all you know, he's reporting our every move to our enemies.
Have some sense. You're the one telling me my ferret used to be a human. Besides, he never leaves my sight. If you were reporting to anyone, I'd know about it.
Very well.
You believe me then?
I can see I'm getting nowhere trying to explain my thoughts to you.
Good, glad we agree on that. And I mean it, Monroe. If he leaves my sight, I'll know about it.
Yes, I'm sure. Well, wasn't expecting that there.
Caius.
Iris, hey, can I help you with something?
Kind of. I just want to ask. Has Helena said anything about me?
She hasn't said much of anything.
So, no then?
Not a word. Why?
I think I offended her somehow.
And how would you have managed that?
I'm worried I might have singed her with one of my attacks. Or maybe I said something about religion. But if I did, I didn't mean her religion. I was talking about superstitions and new lice.
Is that how it's pronounced, new lice? Is there something specific that makes you think that?
No. Not really. She just doesn't speak to me at all. Not even when I see her and say hello.
That's kind of her thing, Iris. In Naja, she was a monk of the Silent Way. They take vows not to speak more than a word for extended periods of time.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I mean, I knew she was a priestess, or a monk, I guess. That sounds intense.
I'm sure it is. Definitely not for me. I think I'd get thrown out on the first night. But anyway, now that she's left, she's not oathbound to silence. I think she just prefers it most times. It's nothing personal.
Sounds right. That's good to know.
This whole time you thought it was something you'd done?
I guess I did.
Huh. Oh, Iris, let me say something that might just blow your mind. Sometimes things happen without it being your fault.
Pius, I know that.
Sometimes you don't act like you do.
I'm sorry. I'll try to do better.
There you go again.
Yeah, that's kind of funny, actually.
Yeah, it is. Welp. Yeah, new lice. Or whatever the heck is the thingamabob. You like Iris Cam? I can understand the feel of, like, blaming oneself for things, though.
Yeah, Iris asked around about the meaning behind manifesting with lightning. Wait, what did Lincoln say? Technically, nothing. When I brought it up, he told me I was confusing him with someone else. I'm pretty sure he's wrong about that, but poor guy, there's a lot on his mind right now.
Sounds right.
Oh, I understand. Don't worry about it. It's not that important, really.
Hey now, you're a rock star. No need to give up just yet. I was able to ask Corvin about it, and after a few unnecessary citations, he explained it to me just fine.
Nice, your persistence paid off. Always does. Anyway, he said lightning was a sign of a determined spirit, the capacity to achieve great power, but it can also mean a person tends to bottle things up inside until the cork pops. Fascinating. I don't know about all that great power stuff, but otherwise I'd say it describes me pretty well. Don't go shortchanging yourself. You might be the most potent adept I've ever met. Oh, come on, Bianca. Even compared to Orima and Thay Lanel. I'm serious.
You say so.
What about soul magic? You remember what that's supposed to represent? Yes, a person who's empathetic, compassionate, and sociable, but they can also get easily stuck in their own head. That's accurate. You're very social, Bianca. I know. I could work on the empathy and compassion, huh? Wait, that's not what I meant. Well, whether you did or not, it's true. To be honest, I think Elias fits the description a lot better than I do. Was soul magic his first element?
Could be.
No. I think it was fire? I'd have to check.
Not sure.
Ah, got it. What's that supposed to mean? Strong feeling, passion, wrath, something like that. Wrath, Maybe Varric was an adept all along. I wouldn't be too shocked to find that out. Though I'd rather not have him giving us a bad name. Yeah, that's the last thing we need in Delia.
But yeah, Iris is a precious individual, plus you can relate to her. And she's got a cool design. What with the whole bottling things up and whatnot. Blaming oneself. Definitely a character that probably a lot of people can relate to. Just a doggy cam. I'm moving my hand back and her tail starts thumping. Hi. Hi, silly doggy. Hey. Ah, silly sleepy doggy. My oh my. Is that the reason for the mask, you think? Mayor home. I like it. It's accurate, to the point, yet it has some charm to it. Well chosen, my friend.
Thanks. Yeah, it sort of just came to me when we were standing around trying to figure out what to call it.
Bolt of inspiration. A bolt of brilliance! That's going to be a reference to a freaking game that very few people have played. Bolt of inspiration, then. Have you considered taking up poetry? It might suit you. But it may be an obscure reference, but it's to a game that we're probably going to wind up covering on the channel one of these days, because there's going to be probably a sequel to it on the Switch coming out at some point here in the future. It's Detective Pikachu. Yeah, Cam got it, Detective Pikachu.
Maybe. I think Corvin wants me to do it.
Sure, he does. Be careful what you choose to share with him, Alden. I have the feeling it'll all end up in some book. Only thing you can think of, Woo? Yeah, that's what Detective Pikachu would say. I haven't played the game myself. I saw, like, cutscenes of it and whatnot, though, to get, like, the whole story. Like, they have confirmed that there's a Detective Pikachu game in development for the Switch. So it's almost certainly a sequel rather than, you know, a port. If it was, like, a port, it would have, you know, happened by now. This was announced, like, years ago. So whenever it's announced and there's like a release date, I'm probably gonna have to like hop into the first Detective Pikachu game first and foremost, so you know, so no rush on that, but we will almost certainly be playing Detective Pikachu on this channel one day. There's a lot of things we'll almost certainly be playing on this channel one day. Think he wants to publish all our secrets? But Detective Pikachu would always go, a bolt of brilliance! Heck, my freaking subscription alert is him jumping up on the freaking cart and being like, a bolt? Wait, here's a recent sub from Carvia that I can replay the alert of from 2 days ago, apparently. Like, he's like, yes, of course. It all makes sense now. Then he jumps up, a bolt of brilliance! There it is. That's what it is. Love the alert. That's what you're thinking of. Yeah, that's what Detective Pikachu says. That's what he says right there. I don't even know if Carvia is here right now. But yeah, with the film being a complete success, we guess a sequel would come out. I guess so, but like the story of the game and the story of the film were decently different was the thing. The story of the film was better, in my opinion. The story of the game ended with like a cliffhanger was the thing. They actually ended it with the movie. Sure, if he can help it. Writing's in his blood. Comes as easily as thinking for some. I'll never understand it. That definitely would have come in handy back at the academy. I often think the same. You know, Alden, I'm sorry I ever doubted you. You've become a mage of impressive prowess in the span it takes most to learn how to form their first spell. You should be very proud. You doubted me? I actually never knew that. And I'm embarrassed to admit it, but it's true. I'm not usually one to offer much advice, but let me say this. Never take someone else's doubt to mean that you ought to doubt yourself. Instead, see it as an opportunity to exploit an error in their judgment, or a challenge to strengthen you. That's one thing I wish I'd heard long before I discovered it. But yeah, he's your favorite conjurer, good old Alden here. Try to remember that if I start doubting myself. He's very strong as well. Very good. I hope you'll find it serves you well. Alright, we have another Iris one here.
I don't mean to be rude, Iris, but you're looking a little pale. Are you feeling alright? I'm alright. Just exhausted, I think. Trouble sleeping? Yes, actually. I've been having dreams. More like nightmares, I guess. I see. These dreams, are they about your past? They are. Well, I don't want to pry, but if you feel it would help, I'm here to listen. It's strange. Until now, I've never had someone I could talk to about it. Not since I left home. For the most part, I've tried to avoid remembering what happened altogether. But now I have these dreams. I close my eyes and I see their 6 smiles and sharp blades. It's not just the criminals. I see my father, too. The shock on his face when he found me. And sometimes I wake up sweating and my face feels hot, burning, just like it did so long ago. I'm so sorry, Iris. That sounds awful. It is, but maybe this is a good sign. In a way, like I'm finally ready to come to terms with it. Maybe this means I don't have to bury it anymore. Never ask a friend to hide who they are, or the things that made them that way. Don't ever feel like you need to do that around me. Thanks, Marin. But as good of a sign as it might be, I'm sure you'd rather come to terms with things yourself in your waking hours. We should do something about these dreams. Can anything be done? I think so. I want you to try something. Here. What's this? Some kind of medicine. Nectar from a moonbloom. Use it to help me sleep. When you're ready to settle down for the night, mix it into a warm drink. Just a couple drops should do. Will it put a stop to these dreams? It's known to induce pleasant dreams, but I'm not sure that's true in every case. If your nightmares get worse, don't take any more, of course, and let me know.
You say so.
Alright, I'll give it a shot. I really appreciate you trying to help, Marin. I want to, if I can.
Trust you.
I know.
But yeah, Alden is a monster. He's a magic Donald. It seems kind of like, huh? But yeah, Cam, you're gonna go to sleep unless there's a butter support conversation. Doesn't seem like right now. I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out, Cam. I hope you have an awesome rest of the night and whatnot. and all that fun stuff, and take care. But yeah, have a good night. Alright, Lincoln, sir. How's that? An unexpected spot of decency. Excellent, you're welcome. Now, let me ask you a question. Is it about your training? I've kept a close eye on your performance, and I'd say you're coming along quite well. I appreciate it, but no, it's actually more of a hypothetical. I've never found much use for such things, but I imagine you've made up your mind about asking it regardless. That's right. We're getting to know each other so well. Isn't it wonderful? Is that your question? No. All right. So you're a man of honor, aren't you, Lincoln?
Indeed.
I strive to be. Very good. Now, let's imagine you're escorting a handful of kids to escape a siege. You see a guard ahead on the roof, and you tell the children to hide in the bush. The guard spots you and asks if there's anyone with you. Do you lie in order to keep the children safe, or do you hand them over? Neither. I was not trained to prevail by
Are you
treachery.
sure?
And what do you do?
Honor.
Stand my ground and fight. Suppose the guard had a small army with him. All the same.
You're really
Foolish, but consistent at least. I have to leave you that. Well, suppose I lie. The guard may choose to doubt me regardless and search the area. Then I've stained my honor. And for what? It's a grave error to think we have control over anything beyond our own conduct. I'm not sure I agree, but I suppose that's something I hadn't thought of. It's good to see that you've taken an interest in such things, Garrick. Matters of right judgment. These are thoughts worthy of the mind. What a relief. My commanding officer finally approves of my thoughts. Perhaps I've earned a short release from my kitchen duties? Yes, perhaps you have.
What do you know?
There's that smile. I told you, it's just a matter of time. In this case, it seems you are right, regrettably. Well, let's just see here, and Lincoln has another one as well. Brooke, I doubt you'll take kindly to my unsolicited advice, but I'll offer it all the same. How tragic.
I won't let you
In
fall.
battle, you strike powerfully and true, but your skills are put better to use when you stay near the others. You can get yourself into a lot of trouble taking off on your own. I'm an assassin, Lincoln. That's what I do. No, you were an assassin. Now you're a distinguished royal bodyguard. Why do you have such disdain for my profession anyway? Do you think the killing done by a soldier is any more just?
Indeed.
I do. And how do you figure that? War is violence as a last resort. Is that right? I hardly think we'd be taking the fight to Varric if we felt our differences could be resolved diplomatically. What if Delia's war with Aramor then? Do you think it unjust? I might have thought differently once, but yes, that seems clearer by the day. Besides, a just war also has rules of engagement. Tell that to the people of
I've
Alaris.
said my part.
I can't answer for the actions of others. I, for one, would never raise a sword against the unarmed, or any non-combatants, for that matter. And yet, I'm sure you fought against many who would easily seize that advantage over you if they could get it.
Disgraceful.
Then they do not gosh darn it! Then they do not fear death without honor. And you do? I strive to live a life of one. Well, keep your honor. I prefer efficiency. They need not be in conflict, Brooke. Excellent. Why don't we lead by example then, I'm trying to. Well, let's see here. So, something I will do quickly. Boop, boop. So we're still at like 15,000 there. Strength, magic, defense. If there was one for, oh, there is one for fort. Oh, those, I thought it was I thought I was checking my inventory right now. This is the shop. I was about to say if I did have one for fortitude, I'd give it to Marin just to feel better about myself, but like, let's see here. Let's see here. Do we want to use Fenton? Do we want to? I'll do this anyway. What's your speed like? Your speed sucks, so you're not exactly gonna be doubling a whole lot or anything like that. What's your, gosh darn it. What's your accuracy like? I wonder. Accuracy 27. So yeah, definitely not going to be doubling or anything like that. I don't know. I might just buff up the, your hard-hitting thingamabob. That's what I might do rather than the accuracy thingamabob. I mean, for comparison's sake. Accuracy 61. Oops. Accuracy 53, 48. Okay, Alden's on the lower side. You're also on the lower side there. So you're like way at the bottom there. So maybe I should like... Maybe I really should do this, huh? Yes, we're doing that. Do you find themselves of escaping the slash from this deadly single-edged blade? Well, I mean, we'll see how much space we have in the next chapter here anyway. Is what we'll do. And let's go ahead and... Oh, my Twitch freaking... My stream manager on the side here is being all weird and whatnot, but... Okay, now it's being less weird. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and advance.
Hi.
Her tail starts thumping all happily. Alright, yeah, let's advance.